Guns and Ammo presents Shooting History. There is perhaps no historic site in the United States as relevant to the existence of our country as the U.S. Armory at Springfield.
In 1777, our Declaration of Independence was just a year old, and the 13 colonies were fighting for their independence. General George Washington chose this hill above the Connecticut River as the site for the United States' first arsenal.
174 years of history was in the operations of the Springfield Armory as the nation's first arsenal. It also housed the research and development divisions of the United States Army, and it also housed the Benton Small Arms Collection, which is the museum that we're standing in today, which is curated by the Park Service.
During the Revolution, the arsenal stored muskets, cannon, and other weapons, and produced paper cartridges. Barracks, shops, storehouses, and a magazine were built, but no arms were manufactured. After the war, the government kept the facility to store arms for future needs. In 1794, the new federal government decided to manufacture its own muskets so that the nation would not be dependent on foreign arms. President Washington selected Springfield as one of 2 federal armories. New buildings were erected.
Gentlemen, this is my machine, which will mechanically reproduce irregular wooden shapes. In this case, the stock for a musket.
Springfield Armory soon became a center of invention and development. In 1819, Thomas Blanchard developed a special lathe that easily turned out identical gun stocks. In the 1840s, the old flintlock gave way to a percussion ignition system that increased the reliability and simplicity of long arms. It was also here that the famous 1873 trapdoor Springfield rifle, the Model 1903 of World War I, and the M1 Garand, known to millions of servicemen in 2 world wars, were produced.
We have all the developmental models for the 1903, the trapdoor, the M1 Garand. So you will find things in this collection that are so odd and so unique that you wouldn't find them anywhere else.
In the 1890s, a new function was assigned to the Armory. It became the Army's main laboratory for the development and testing of new small arms. After World War II, this became the center's primary responsibility. By the time of the Vietnam conflict, Springfield Armory developed not only rifles, but also machine guns for ground and air use, grenade launchers, and associated equipment. In 1968, in a controversial economic measure, the Defense Department closed the installation. For almost 2 centuries, the hilltop overlooking the Connecticut River had been an important place for the development and manufacture of arms for the American soldier. The facility evolved from a place where skilled craftsmen built piece by piece, one musket at a time, into a center pioneering in mass production techniques, and finally into an institute famous for its research and development.
Wandering the halls of the Springfield Armory gave me goosebumps. This site is a national treasure for all Americans, and for anyone interested in firearms, this is a must-see. Visit them on the website, and if you get a chance, come to Springfield and see the Springfield Armory. You'll find it worth the trip.
History with Hank Jr. Today, Hank displays a storied Springfield trapdoor rifle from the Battle at Rosebud.
This is a Springfield trapdoor 1873 carbine. This is a very, very low numbered gun, 2,000 range. It was issued to the 2nd Cavalry. This was taken at the Battle of the Rosebud, 8 days before the Bighorn, and turned against the soldiers 8 days later. The sling ring is gone. On Indian captured weapons, these will always be filed off, so there's no noise. This is just a wonderful historic piece that has Rosebud and Little Bighorn history. And these things still function and fire perfectly.